Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Monday afternoon, August 7th, 2023. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to make you a successful currency trader. And we do that by teaching you how to trade with our highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. They've been around for a quarter of a century and been changing the lives of thousands of traders. So with that, let's jump right in and see what we've got going. We need to first start by listening to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live sessions. And in addition to the sessions I do this Monday afternoon and again, Tuesday and Thursday morning, plus every day at around 4:15, I send out an email trade setup so that you can evaluate for yourself how well the indicators work. Once you are a member, we also do live trades every morning at 10 and every evening at 10. And then again, one of the things that differentiates us from other places you might be able to learn a trade is that we are your partner. We have a vested interest in you doing well because we let you trade. Once we've trained you, we let you trade with company money. And one of the ways that we make it all work is that we do have continuous training. So every Wednesday evening, there's an advanced member meeting. Every Saturday morning, there's a back to the basics meeting where we continue to review the fundamentals of good trading, take questions, and help you become the best trader you can be. With that, I trade off of a little checklist, kind of like a pilot does, to help keep me focused every day. Good habit to turn your green charts on and off, clears out the memory, picks up any updates that they may have done. At the end of every day, it is also good habit to review the trades of that day to see what didn't, basically the trades that didn't win. Why didn't they do what you thought? And see if you can add to your knowledge base in terms of what it was that you were looking at that made you draw the wrong conclusion. This is invaluable, and the way our charts are with the simulator, you can go back to a specific time and look at specifically what you were looking at. So very, very good, very helpful. We are technical traders. We are trading strictly on the price action, and that's what our indicators are good at. However, news does impact currency pairs, and we want to know what news is coming up so that we can trade around it. And the best way to find that is at forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact, and red, which is high impact. I generally don't worry about the yellows and oranges, and I worry about the red. And the next red that we have is tomorrow evening on the Chinese currency. Other thing to be aware of today, it's a bank holiday in Canada, so we're not going to trade any Canadian pairs. I generally, on these red items, I generally don't trade the Chinese pair, but you want to be out of it a couple hours beforehand, because published numbers like this get leaked out beforehand. So I like to stay out of it 2 hours beforehand. So we've got pretty much clear sailing, except for the Canadian dollar, which Canada has a holiday today. So with that, let's get into it. The chart I am going to be trading off of is something called the Light 6 Major. And the trade I'm going to be doing, we've got a dozen different signals you could trade off of. And when we train you, we create a trade plan specifically for you, depending on your availability to trade, what your risk preferences are, some other things. This plan that I'm using, I am trading off of, it's called the 10-point signal. And basically what we're trying to do is get all the lines from the 3 different sections of the chart to line up and go one direction. And when we do that, the trade's got a high probability of doing what I want. I specifically focus in on the 1 hour chart, but you can trade this off of any chart. Well, I would say probably the lowest chart you would go on this trade is maybe a 30-minute, but you can go up to a 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour. I like to be halfway into it when I'm on a 1 hour chart, so the chart has time to form. On a 1 hour chart, the trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot is 11 pips. If I can do that 3 times a day, I'm having a very good day. As I said, we want to get everything to line up. So with that, let's go in and take a look what we have. This chart is the Light 6 Major, which is one of the standard charts. It is a composite chart. It is showing us 6 different currency pairs. In this case, they're all US-based pairs. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is what we call the majors and the minors. The red and green line here is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So when the lines are up above the blue line, the market's considered overbought. When the market's overbought, it is a good time to sell. And the specific trigger as to when it's a good time to sell is when the lines are pointing down. So they're going to go back down through the channel. So here you can see they started pointing up and we rode it through the channel. And you get these 2 green channels. Now it's kind of running out of gas. The minors have turned, majors still going up. So you kind of see you got a doji here, a couple dojis here. So I'm looking for situations where the lines are above the blue line pointing down, or below the red line, which is the oversold line pointing up. So nothing here. Euro USD, we're above the blue line, and everybody's coming down. All the lines are pointing down. So that's a second point. And the red line is crossed over the green, and the black line is crossed over the gray. So I've got 3 points here. 1, we're overbought. 2, everybody's pointing down. And 3, I've got that double cross. I also like this, a couple pluses, but I don't give them points, is I like the steepness on the green line, the slope of the green line. It's greater than 45 degrees. I like that the lines are all clustered. Both the majors and minors are all together. And I like that the green line is just about to enter the channel. So 3 pluses here. So with that, I am going to jump up here, jump up to the TNTs. And here we've got 4 different lines: thick orange, thin orange, thick blue, and dotted blue. And count how many lines are supporting the sell signal I see here. I want to have at least 3 of the lines supporting. So thick orange is coming down, but thin orange is going up. So I only have one of the oranges supporting. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue's coming down, that means buy. So thick blue is coming down. Thick blue is coming down. That means buy. Dotted blue is going up, which means sell. So I'm going to get 2 of the 4 here. I want three minimum of 3 of the 4. So I don't have everything that I want here. If I did have 3 of the 4, I would jump down to the pressure, and I want the lines either going down, which they're not, or I want the red line on top, which it is. So I'm going to hold off here on the Euro USD because we only have 2 of the 4 lines. It's important to know the signal and be able to wait for the signal before you take a trade. So I don't quite have it here, so I'm going to pass. Let's see if we get something else. Pound USD, overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are sideways, so nothing there. US Canadian, we're not going to trade that today. Minors have reached oversold and turned. Majors just touched, but they're still a little sideways, so not going up. Dollar Swiss franc, oversold. Everybody's going up, and I've got the double cross, so 3 points here. I would prefer that the green line be a little bit closer. There's good steepness. It's greater than 45 degrees here on the green line, but I'd prefer it to be closer to entering the channel like the minors are. So we got 3 points here. When I jump over to my TNTs, thick orange is going up, thin orange is going down. So we have 1 of the 2 here, and both the blues are going up. Blue going up means sell. So I only have 1 of the TNTs here. I've got down pressure, weak down pressure. What makes it weak is kind of the slope of the line, but I do have the green line on top. So again, the TNTs are kind of stopping us from progressing. Dollar yen. Overbought. Everybody's going down. We do have the double cross. Red's on top. Black's on top. So I've got 3 points here. But what I don't like is I don't like the kink in the line where we're going the green line. We're going from more steep to less steep. I want it to kink the other way, to go from less steep to more steep, like on the kink in front of this. In this kink, we went from less steep to more steep. But here it's kind of petered out. So just this alone, this kink in the line bothers me. And then again, looking at the TNTs, we only have two of the lines agreeing. Thick orange is going down. Thick blue is going up. Both of these are telling me sell. We do have the red line, but I want 3 of the 4. When I get all of that, I've got the highest probability of the trade doing what I expect it to do. And if I can get 3 of those a day, I'm going to make a lot of money. So I don't have that. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait for my pitch. It's kind of a little bit like a batter in baseball. There's certain things you like to hit. You got to wait till it comes versus kind of swinging at everything. So Euro pound oversold. Everybody's going down, so nothing there. Australian dollar yen overbought. Minors are kind of coming down. Majors are coming down, but they're really we've got this kink from less steep, from more steep to less steep. So I don't like that. That alone, I'm going to pass. And the green line is so far away from the channel, it can hang up. It can hang out up here for a long time. So I don't want to do that. Euro Canadian dollar, majors going down, minors going up, so we don't have agreement there. Plus, we got the holiday. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We are a little bit more than halfway here, so I'm going to pass. I usually will consider the trade if it's less than halfway. Can I get 10 pips if it's halfway going through the rest of the channel? Yes, I can. It's just not part of my trade plan. You know, here we've already got, well, that's 3 pips, 4 pips. You got 4 pips there. So, but that's just not part of my trade plan. Pound yen overbought. Everybody's kind of sideways here, so we're going to pass. Euro Australian dollar oversold. Majors going down. Minors kind of going sideways, so nothing there. Again, I've cloned the chart. We've got some more. Canadian dollar yen overbought. Everybody's going down. I don't mind that the miners have kind of run through the channel. I want them going down, but I'm not as concerned about their position. We're going down here on the majors, but again, we got the kink in the line. I don't like to trade with a kink in the line, or at least a kink where it's reducing the slope. We do have 3 of the 4 here. And we have the red line on top. So we've got 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. So we've got 7 points. But Canada has a holiday. So when Canada has a holiday, the volume reduces the volume of trading. And the indicators aren't quite as accurate when there's a lower volume. So trading on a 1 hour chart when the volume's low isn't good. So I'm going to pass. Now on the overnight trade, I'm trading off of a day chart. So that signal has more kind of punch in it. But here I'm expecting this signal to make my move within 1 to 3 hours. So given that it's a holiday, I'm not going to take. The reliability of the indicator isn't quite as good. Euro New Zealand dollar. We've got disagreement between the majors and minors. Pound New Zealand dollar. Minors are going up. Majors are going sideways, so nothing there. New Zealand dollar yen. Overbought. Everybody's going down. And I do have the double cross. Only thing I don't like is that the green line is so far from entering the channel. 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines going up. So we got all 4 telling us sell here. We've got up pressure, weakening up pressure. What's weakening is the slope is getting less steep, but we got the green line on top. I want the red line on top because it's a sell. Looks like it's going to cross over soon because the lines are converging. They're getting closer, but it's not quite there yet. And one thing I've learned is I don't try to outguess what's going to happen. I just wait till it happens. I'd rather take less pips and wait till I have all the elements that I'm looking for than to kind of guess and try to anticipate and get in early. Because that ends up costing me more. It's easier to take less trades and be right on the trades than to take more trades and then have to make up for losses to get back to break even. It's much harder if you have to work to get back to break even. New Zealand USD majors are sideways here, overbought and sideways. Euro Swiss franc oversold, majors are sideways, so nothing there. So let's go to the last chart. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar overbought, Majors are going up. Majors are going up. Minors are going down. Swiss franc, yen, everybody's kind of sideways. Euro, yen, minors are going down. Majors are going down, but the slope here on the green line is a little less than 45 degrees. I want it to be at least 45 degrees or more. And actually, it looks like there's a little kink in here where it's going from more steep to less steep. So we're going to pass pound Australian dollar. Majors going down, minors going up, so I don't have agreement. I want everybody to agree. New Zealand, Swiss franc, majors going up, minors going down. And the Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, everybody's kind of going up. The majors are a little sideways. It's actually the slope of the green line is less than 45 degrees. So we got 3 points here, but slope bothers me, and we're so far away from entering the channel. See how it's been down here for 6 hours. Plus we've got the holiday, so we'll cancel on that. All right, so we've just gone through 24 pairs. We didn't see something that was appealing, so I am going to change strategies. This is one of the great things that we have, multiple strategies. I'm going to use a little scalp trade. The scalp trade, you can use it on a 30-minute or 1 hour chart. I like to use it on a 1 hour chart. It's worth 5 pips. I want at least one of the pairs to be actively trading. And you can do this when there's 5 minutes left on the hour. Right now, there's 7 minutes left on the hour. So by the time we go through all of these, there'll be 5 minutes left. And I am looking for the position of the thick orange line. And when it's a scaled number over here, it's a scaled number. When it is at as low as it can go, it's at 0. When it's as high as it can go, it's at 10. So I'm looking for if this is 0 or 10, or within 1 point of either end. So that's the first screen. So 3 isn't close enough, 2 isn't close enough, 1.9 isn't close enough. 0.7 is close enough, so it's down here. When I see it down here, so it's 0, then it's 0 the last 2 hours, I want to confirm it. So when it's down here, the thick orange line thinks there's no more down in the move. So if there's no more down in the move, that's a good time to buy. But I don't want to just trade on one piece of information alone. I want to confirm it. I'm going to confirm it by looking at what the position is of the red line on the majors. And I want the red line to be below the red line here. So it's above. So this is telling me there's down in the movement. This is telling me there's no more down in the movement. So I don't have agreement. So I'm going to pass. So 3 isn't close enough. 10. Yes, we've been at 10 the last 2 hours. So it's overbought. It doesn't think there's any more up in the movement. So that's a good time to sell. And when I look down at my confirmation, the red line is over the blue line. The red line is over the blue line. My issue, I'd like it to be a little bit more than this. It is over. I might trade this. But my issue is we've got the holiday. And I don't want to, so there's not active trading in Canada. But so this is the signal here. 10 on the orange line, and the red line is above the blue line. The tip of the red line is above the blue line. But we're going to pass because of the holiday. So let's see if we can find it somewhere else. 3 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10. 7's not close enough. 0.2. Yeah, he's down here. But look where my red line is. He's up here. I want my red line down here telling me that we're oversold. You can think of it as it's almost like a rubber band. When both of those are giving me the signal that I want. It's like you pull the rubber band, and when the candle changes on the hour, you let it go. There's a little snap, and you'll get 5 pips off of that. 2.4 no, 1.9 no, 0 yes. But again, my lines are up above here. I want them down below. I want the red line of the majors below the red line of the oversold. So nothing there. So let's go to the next group. $1.5 isn't close enough. 2.4 no, 4.5 no, 7 no, 1.2 no, 3.1. I want 0 or 1, or excuse me, 0 or 10, or within 1 point of either end. So I got nothing there. Lastly, 0.4, 0.5, yes. But my lines are overbought. So this is telling me there's no more down, but this is telling me there is more down. So I don't have agreement. 5 no, 7 no, 4 no, 3 no, 7 no. All right, so we've just gone through 24 pairs twice with 2 different signals. We didn't see anything. We're going to, on this Wednesday trade, on this Monday trade, I am going to include my overnight trade, which I do right at, I do the analysis right at 4. So we're 3 minutes away from that. So let's go ahead and we'll start and we'll take a look, see what we got. So on the overnight trade, I do it on both the euro and the dollar. Euro is my favorite pair to trade. And I am looking what the green line is doing. So the green line is up. It's a modified version of the 10-point trade, but it's modified to the point that I'm really only looking at the green line. So this green line is going up. That's telling me buy. And then I confirm it by looking at the 12-hour, which is about 3/4 of the way through the channel going up. Green line's going up. And the 8-hour, again, 3/4 of the way through the channel. Green line's going up. I do look at the 4-hour, but I don't take it as much into consideration. Going up, flat, going down. So here we're going to take an 11 pip in 2 minutes. I want to see that these stay, and then we'll go ahead and take a buy on the Euro USD. While we're looking at it, let's see what the support and resistance looks like. So we're on the north side of this support line. So that's good. So it's good for a buy. Let's take a look at the echo while we're waiting a minute. And we've got green and green here. So that is good. We got one more minute. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pound. Day chart on the pound. We're about halfway through the channel. Green line's going up very steeply. Green line is on the 12-hour going up almost over, just touching the overbought line. 8-hour, it's past the overbought line, going up very steeply. 4-hour going up. 2-hour going up. 1 hour, so it's up across the board. So this is worth a 22 pip buy. Let's just jump back. We'll go ahead and take those trades right now. Another 30 seconds, and when the clock changes, we'll go ahead and take that. If you're trading in the simulator, you can get your simulator ready. If you're trading in MetaTrader 4, you can pop it open. So we are going to take a buy. Got 9 seconds, 8 seconds left here. When this clicks over, and it is clicked over. So we've got buy, green line, buy. So we're going to go ahead and take an 11 pip buy on the Euro USD. This is a demo account. New order. My lot size is a function of the account balance. I can take anywhere from, and the way I figure it out is I can move this decimal spot over 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 0.9. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. Since we're going to be taking 2 trades, I'm going to keep it right where it is, and that'll keep my margin right around 1,000%. So we're going to do a buy, market buy. Once it's recorded, I right click anywhere along the order. I go to modify, left click. We're going to take 11 pips, which is 110 points. I click the little blue button here. It does the math for me. And we're going to use just about a 3-to-1, a little over a 3-to-1, that extra couple pips based on the volatility of the Euro US dollar. Those few extra pips keep us from getting stopped out as frequently. So 11 to 35, and then I click the blue button. It does the math for me, drops it in. If I were trading this by myself, if I were alone, I would grab this line and pull it down under here. Pull it down under here so that it was outside of the tips of these. But we're going to keep it here for now. So we took a buy on the Euro USD with a take profit of 1.10143. That's 1.10143. A stop loss of 1.09682. Stop loss of 1.09682. Now let's go back over to our friend the pound. So the green line steep up, 12-hour steep up, almost touching overbought. 8-hour steep up into the overbought. 4-hour starting to turn, 2-hour flat, and 1 hour coming back. So this is going to be for 22 pips. 22 pips. So I'm going to open up the tab here. And new order, 0.9 again. Market buy. And I'm going to right click, go to modify. So 22 pips is 210 points. Click the little blue button. It does the math for me. And here we're going to use a straight 3-to-1, 660, 66 pips as a stop loss. And I am going to click the red button that does the math, modify, and it is showing me. So for the pound yen, we have a buy with a take profit of 182.335, and a stop loss of 181.455. 181.455. I expect these to close probably in about 6 hours, 6 to 9 hours. Let's see. Canada doesn't really have a holiday. It's only certain parts of the country. I'm guessing the banks are closed, though, showing as a bank holiday. So the banks are closed. That's who moves money. So we'll respect that. Okay, gang. Thanks so much for joining me. If you want to learn how to trade, we can teach you. And we'll teach you to do it very well. I will be here again tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Have a good rest of your evening. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.